Welcome back. Top of the Hill Classic isn't just about basketball. It's a vehicle for change, a platform for empowerment, and a beacon of hope for marginalized communities. In a world where access to resources and opportunities is not always equitable, TOH Classic stands out as a force for leveling the playing field. Here now is the founder of Top of the Hill, Dayvon Jones. Dayvon, thank you so much for joining me.
Thanks for having me.
Now, can you tell us a little bit more about Top of the Hill Classic and its primary goals?
Top of the Hill Classic. We're a basketball tournament. We started in the Bronx, in the Soundview section of the Bronx. Our goal is just to give our kids entertainment in the area. So our goal is to give kids opportunity to showcase their talent under the lights. Give the middle school kids a platform for them to play as well, for parents and community members to see, and also employ some of our people with summer youth jobs, and however that may look, however we can help the community and just get back and keep the violence down in our community.
Now, how does the program foster skill development, teamwork, and sportsmanship among young individuals?
So we do clinics on the weekends. We do clinics on the weekend, and that helps with the skill work, team development. You know, they come out there, they play as a team. We're on Monday through Friday. There's a different team playing every night. They come together and, try to win, compete.
Now, what has been the impact, on the local community, and, what has been the response from people in the neighborhood?
The impact is big. The impact's been real big. The community love it. They look forward to it. The whole Bronx looks forward to it. And the responses that I got, just keep going. It's a major thing, especially coming out of that area of the Bronx.
Now, what inspired, the creation of Top of the Hill?
What inspired me, it was just the entertainment that I could bring to my own community. And like I go to these other programs and I watch what goes on there, and I feel like I could do this at home. And it just inspired me to do that and to keep the violence down, because there's nothing else to do in our community. So it's something to do in the summertime. That's something we look forward to.
And I definitely want to talk about you said it's like a form of entertainment. It's also a way to be active in these communities because, in communities like the Bronx, we struggle with, being healthy, staying more active. Can you talk about the importance of having this safe outlet for children to be a part of?
It's very important, especially like from what I've seen, there was no activity in our community. So the activity, it brings activity for the youth to play. It brings activity for the adults, the seniors to watch and just compete. And it's just very important to have that activity in the neighborhood.
Now, I understand that there is going to be a celebration for Juneteenth. Can you tell me a little bit more about that upcoming event?
Oh, yeah. So Juneteenth, we're going to have a one-day event. So normally our tournament, it's a big spotlight for the high school kids. So on Juneteenth, we're going to highlight our younger youth, 11 and under. We're going to have a couple guests. We're also going to have activities for our seniors, because we don't just want to entertain the youth. We want to entertain everybody. So we're going to have activity for the seniors with yoga. We're going to have a game truck for our youth. We're going to have a bouncy truck for the younger youth that don't play sports. We'll have a bouncy house, pardon me. And it's going to be a lot of fun and activity. We're going to have a live DJ all day, and I look forward to it.
I think what's amazing about this is that it's multi-generational, and it really does bring all aspects of the community together. Can you talk about how it kind of just upholds the idea of unity within the community?
It upholds the unity through sports. So that was just a way of bringing the community together through sports. Everybody loves a sport. So we chose basketball. Like I said, it gives the parents something to do, to watch their kids. They probably working all day, don't get the opportunity to go to these other tournaments. We have something Monday through Friday. They can come after work, watch a kid, and it just brings everybody together as a whole. The whole community looks forward to it.
And I also want to talk about, since it's going to be, as I mentioned, during Juneteenth, can you talk about the importance of having it on a day where, people in the community could celebrate cultural pride?
It's very important because Juneteenth, that's new to us as a federal holiday. So it's just very important for us to highlight it and bring everybody together and just celebrate this day and keep the peace, keep the violence down, bring the youth out, bring the seniors out, it's very important to have this holiday.
Now, what are your plans for the future of Top of the Hill?
Oh, our plans for the future on Top of the Hill, we want to be more than just known as a tournament. So we want to introduce our programming, which is we just recently started, and we're looking forward to bring our programming to schools, community centers, and other outlets.
Now, can you talk about how, in the topic of expanding, how there may be something for a girls' league? I understand. Can you tell me a little bit more about that and just kind of expanding nationwide?
Oh, a girls' league is something that we really, really want to do. Unfortunately, we haven't been able to do it yet. We're on year 6. We missed a year due to the pandemic. We're on year 6, and we're hoping to expand to a girls' league. Unfortunately, we haven't been able to get the funding for it, so we are looking for any type of help from community members because, we want to shine light on our girls too, and especially what's going on in the WNBA right now. The girls' league is becoming a big thing, and our next WNBA star is probably right here in the Bronx, and we need to give them that platform to show it.
Right. I think that's so amazing. And as you mentioned, there's been so much support and love and just so many female athletes being highlighted. And I think it would be amazing if we could find one that, comes from the Bronx. Can you just talk about the importance of having girls kind of, also have a place in sports where they can grow and kind of learn about the same skills like just sportsmanship, teamwork, and stuff like that?
It's very important, and I see a lot of girls' leagues around. I do see them around, but I don't feel like there's no magnifying glass on it. So I do want to be that. I want to be that person to bring the spotlight to the girls' league in the Bronx and give them an opportunity to play under the lights. The lights, that's a big game, nighttime game. We do want to bring that opportunity to our girls because there's a lot of talent out here and you just never know. We just have to go out and find it and lead these girls in the right direction.
I would love to see that. So fingers crossed, I hope to see that come to the organization. I also want to kind of talk about just collaboration. Can you tell us about how TOH collaborates with experienced coaches, referees, mentors, and local organizations?
Yeah, so we do collaborate with a lot of people. We collaborate with good coaches. We collaborate with our local organizations. I can name a few. Truth Juice, that they're a big supporter of us. Jacoby Send Up to Valence, they also a big supporter of TOH. And
now I want to talk about, with that, being said, how important is the role of mentorship and coaching in the success of TOH participants?
So mentorship is very important, and that's also a big thing on TOH. I was saying is where basketball meets mentoring. The mentoring piece is a very big aspect of what we do. And it kind of, when we did come up with the tournament, the goal was to have something that separates us from others. So the mentorship piece is very important to us, and that's what we hope that will separate us from others, to be looked at as just a basketball tournament. We want to be more than that.
And can you talk about a little bit about your own background and how mentorship, has possibly put you on the path that you're on now?
My background, I come from the Bronx right here. I come from Soundview houses. The mentorship out there, growing up, it wasn't heavy as what I see now, these mentorship programs that is out there in the community, and I see like the change that it is doing. So it's very important to get that mentorship out there, and I wish I had it when I was younger, but fortunately I'm here to give back and give it to somebody who don't have it.
That's amazing. Do you have any success stories of maybe, any kids that you've probably worked with in the past or currently that you've seen how this mentorship has put them on the right path?
I have plenty of success stories. Kids that come on Top of the Hill, they get looks. You never know who's watching, and we bring that highlight to these other eyes that's unable to see this talent. And we have plenty of kids that went to Division I college, and who just recently participated in this year's March Madness. Those are a lot of our alumni kids, and it feels good to see these kids do these things.
Oh, that's amazing. I love to hear that. Now, I'm curious to know, how do the families feel when they see that their kids are a part of something so amazing and that, there's, something at the end of this for them? So it's not just only going to impact them as a child, but, when they moved on. Can you talk a little bit more about how the response has been from the families?
The families love it. I always get great feedback. you know, sometimes, and relationships is also built there. So Kids Bay Boys and Girls Club, Riverside. There's other programs that's there, coaches, and that relationship is born right there on top of the hill. They might see a kid playing with somebody, and they, who is that kid? And then the family's right there. We make the introduction. It's very important, the family relationships.
Now, I definitely want to highlight something you mentioned earlier, in that there's opportunities for employment through SYEP. Can you tell me a little bit more about that?
I, that is an amazing part of Top of the Hill. So we're able to give employment. This year we have 24 some youth slots, and I think that's major. We able to give our young people an employment, and it's more than just employment. We also want to make sure they walk away with a skill, rather a skill of scorekeeping, live streaming, video recording, photography. We just try to help these young people as much as possible. So our summer youth program, we have kids working with our operational staff, and it just opens the door for them for whatever they want to do in their career if it's not playing sports. So that's why I just love what we do.
I think that's so amazing, because people may love basketball, but maybe they don't want to play, but they still want to be a part of that community. Can you talk about the importance of showing children and, you know, just young people that there's more opportunities within a field that they love?
There's way more opportunities in the field that you guys love. Basketball is just something that I love, and I use my love for basketball to show other people opportunities of what they can do. You don't have to necessarily play the game. Like I said, you can learn something from the game, rather it's scorekeeping, computer skills, DJing, MC. It's so many opportunities. Just find what you love, circle in on, and be able to spread that love with everybody else.
Now, what are the eligibility requirements to join the program?
Just we ask that all kids are in school. We want to so we ask that all kids are in high school or middle school or younger. We ask that we get no college experience players, so we want to be fair, and just be of age. We cap at 19, and just be of age. That is a requirement to play.
That's amazing, and I think that I love that. And you could correct me if I'm wrong, but there's no, like, they have to be in school, but there's not like a grade thing. Because I know for some sports they have to make a certain GPA to play. Do you guys have that there as well?
No, we don't have no GPA. We open the all because there's some kids who are ineligible throughout the winter seasons at their school. We're not going to punish you here. It's open to the public. We're here for the community, and you know somebody might see you that wasn't able to see you because your grades was bad, and give you that extra help that you need to get your grades going.
That's amazing, and it just opens so many doors for opportunity, because I know for a lot of people that could be, you know, something that could stop that experience. Now, can you tell me a little bit more about, you know, what do you hope to see for the future of the organization long term, maybe 15, 20 years from now?
15, 20 years from now, I hope that we have mentoring program in a lot of schools. I hope that we're able to bring winter tournaments to school. And of course, I want to see what we're doing now in Soundview houses, SAC 1 houses. I want to see what we're doing now as big as it could be. But 15 years from now, the goal is to have mentoring program in schools, winter basketball league, skill clinics on weekends, and most importantly, that girls league that we mentioned.
Now, why are sportsmanship and teamwork emphasized in TOH, and how are these values instilled in the participants?
Sportsmanship and teamwork, it's emphasized. It's very important. You know, it's something that you take off the court as well. And you build relationship. You might meet your brother on top of the hill, different mother. It's very important, and we emphasize it, and we stress it that you guys just all stay together, play together.
Now, how do you deal with, you know, it's a competition, which means somebody will win and somebody, you know, is unfortunately going to lose. How do you deal with, you know, teaching young people that it's kind of the journey and it could also be a part of a learning experience?
So that's actually how I grew up learning, you know, playing ball. I played against some of the best players coming out of the Bronx at my time. And even if we wasn't ready, it is a learning experience. You get that experience to play against these guys that's going on to Division I colleges, and you know, you might actually get your name off of one of these guys. So it's also an opportunity. But like I said, we are a big spotlight for high school basketball right now. Like if you somebody in New York City, you must come on top of the hill and play. and somebody's gonna win, somebody's gonna lose, but
Right. That's just the game, right?
that's just the game.
Now, what advice would you have to somebody, because, we have a lot of people who may love sports or, feel that they can't do it or, may not have the confidence to kind of take on something like that. What advice would you give to that young person who has that interest but may be a little bit nervous or not as confident to actually go and, join an organization like this?
If you want to do it, I say go for it. Don't let nobody tell you different. Top of the Hill, we started in 2019, but this is something I've been trying to do since 2014. If somebody shoots you down, just keep trying. Go through all the proper channels that you can. If it's something, if your heart is in it, don't let nobody tell you can't do it, because you can do it.
Right.
And that's my advice. Like, just stay consistent. Set your goals. Do the things you got to do to accomplish them, and take it step by step.
And with that being said, to kind of survive through COVID is kind of an amazing, achievement. Do you have any just advice on, things like that, or just, what were some of the challenges that you have to face to still make it out and be where you are today?
COVID was a very unfortunate thing, but it actually, the work speaks for itself. So it actually was able to show the impact that we have on our community. If you look at the number from the NYPD, the violence was up, robberies, murders, everything was up in the community of the pandemic year. And unfortunately, I went to a funeral during COVID, and the first thing that was said to me when I arrived to that funeral, the NYPD captain told me, we wouldn't be here right now if we had the tournament. So that was one of the major things that stuck out for me while doing this work. And it just showed me like what we're doing and how important and good it is.
Wow, that's amazing. And how does it feel to be recognized, by leaders in the community, people who, just do work in the community? How does it feel to know that they recognize, what you're doing?
It feels good to be recognized, but the work is not finished. That's what I tell them, man. I don't want to get my head too big. I just want to continue to do the work and be as best as we could be.
Now, how can people learn more about the organization or join if they're interested?
Oh, you can learn more at our website, tohclassic.org. Our Instagram, TOH_TOH Classics, that's 3 C's at the end, and our Twitter as well, TOH Basketball. You can learn more. We updated weekly. Our website is updated weekly. Our Instagram is updated daily. You can learn more about our upcoming events, programming, and like I said, if you guys want to get that girls league, please visit our website and let's get it going.
Yes, we need to get that girls league. Well, I want to thank you so much for joining us and having this conversation, and congratulations again on your success and the work that you're doing to support the youth, in our community. I think it's so important. I love to see it, and we definitely need more, because that can inspire the next generation of people to, kind of do what needs to be done to support the community. So again, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you so much for your time and opportunity.